What? Did I hear that correctly? Let's. I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
I'm trying to get serious.
What the hell? I'm not even gonna repeat what she said, because I already know what that means. I mean, hey, we all grown. This is a rated R show. But goddamn. That's what you had to say? And of course, that led to this. This woman's name is Haley Welch. Apologies for pronouncing the name wrong. Known to many people in the United States and maybe even around the world as the, I'm not gonna say that last part, but the Hawk Girl. Used to work in a spring factory. I just known that she quit in Tennessee. This is what she's known for now. And you know what the part that I think is really not necessarily angering, because I don't really get angry at this. I find it funny that now she's getting deals. Haley Welch is getting deals for TV shows, documentaries, and other media outlets. She got rich off the meme. She got paid a lot of money. I mean, she's pretty successful now overnight. Let's pause that for a second. Okay, so first of all, a Caucasian woman who made a comment about spitting on a guy's you-know-what, Johnson, I would say. Johnson, that's a more censored word. That's a better censored word. So spitting on a guy's Johnson, and now you have all this fame and fortune and popularity, and everyone likes you, and now you're successful finally, and now everything's going good. But let's really think about this. Is that really what you want to be known for? Is that what you want to be known for? Is that meme? Spitting on men's Johnsons? If there's one thing that we all know, we're not stupid. I mean, the internet is forever. The internet is forever. Seriously, the internet is forever. And you found that chaos emerald that you needed to finally be successful. But there's always a cost. Now, when every man sees you, they're going to associate with that video. And again, I'm going to say this again. I'm not Kevin Samuels. I'm not him. I'm not Fresh and Fit. I'm not any of those cats. But I am going to say this. If I was a man of tradition and character and values, why would I want that to be my wife? Is that really the representation that you want? Is that who you choose as a man to be associated with? And let's be real. Okay, let's be real. Okay, I get it. It might have been something that was probably harmless at first, probably young and dumb and stupid. I mean, she was recently shown on she went to a Zach Bryan concert. And here's the graphic of that. She went recently to a Zach Bryan concert. And as you can see, there she is, singing one of his songs. And that's all she's known for. And now she's getting paid for a documentary. Now she's getting paid for reality TV shows. So yeah, she's successful. Finally. Right? And when you look at this woman, I don't know how old she is, girl, woman, whatever you want to say. Yeah, she looks fairly cute. I'm going to say cute. I don't think she looks like model gorgeous, like Kate Upton, for example. I don't think she's like a 10 or 9. I don't even think she's an 8. I think she's cute, which is not bad. However, some things go beyond looks. I'm going to say it as it is. Some things go beyond looks. It really does. Looks eventually fade. And yes, if you want to go to that level of success as a woman and become successful that way, who are we to say no? Who are we to say you can't do that? That's the exceptions. But there are rules and consequences to those exceptions. First of all, let me ask a question. Let's say this wasn't this girl, Haley, whatever her name is. Let's say this wasn't her. Let's say this was Elizabeth Olsen or Margot Robbie that did this, which they would never do, but let's just say hypothetically it was them that did this. Unmarried, single, ready to mingle at what? Elizabeth Olsen's 32, I believe, and Margot Robbie, 34. Would they ever be able to find a man to take them seriously if they were seen doing internet memes talking about spitting on guys as Johnsons? Really? Really? That's who you want? I think we personally as a society have failed. I think we are letting women like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion control a lot of the narrative that it is okay to be wild and ratchet and there are going to be no consequences to those actions. Oh, yes, there are. Oh, yes, there are. Because at the end of the day, the men have to have a say on who they choose to marry and want to be in a serious relationship with. And I understand this too. There are people that will never ever want to be married. I have friends that have told me themselves they refuse to be married. They don't believe in marriage. That's your right. And I try to not judge anymore. I try to be more accepting of there are just people in this world that just don't want to be in institutionalizations anymore. They want to just be free spirit, free will, do whatever they want, whenever they want, and vice versa. Hey, I'm the same way in some portions of life. I really am. However, there's always a consequence. Let's say that instead of this I can't even say this, the slang that people are saying with this meme. Let's say that this Hawk Girl, right? This Haley person is now trying to meet someone, or let's say, like, you know what, let's do this. Let's say, instead of this, let's say Elizabeth Olsen comes to you, and you get someone like, or even better, Eva Mendes. And you see Eva Mendes, and you see the long line of videos that she did about spitting on guys' I can barely even say that statement. Spitting on guys' Johnsons and saying, you got to accept that. You got to accept that I'm on the internet. That's what I'm known for. And you're going to be my boyfriend or husband. And you got to be open to that. No, we don't. And that's why you see Margot Robbie, who just recently was seen pregnant with their first child in a traditional nuclear family that she plans to have with her husband. Imagine if that kid grows up as a teenager, or, because listen, bullying happens. It does in schools. Whether that person grows up in a elementary school or an upper elementary school, for example, or middle school or high school, and they see the video of their mother doing that. And I'll tell you what, whether it's a boy or a girl, don't matter. Don't matter. Because that might be cute when you're young.